Hey everyone, welcome back to Raspberry Rock, where I continue to believe I'm a guy named Russell. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. What started out to be just part of my regular Friday video turned into what the heck's going on with my firewood video. Yeah, the firewood situation. I was chopping up some firewood and looking at it and like, what the hell is wrong with this firewood? And so I did some burn tests, chop tests. It took me forever to do some chopping. And then stick around for the end of this video because I talk about, I show all the stuff, all the firewood that I have prepared and sort of not prepared, and y'all can tell me how many bush cords you think I've got ready for next year. I'm hoping to have 6 bush cords, which will be, my guess is that we usually use 3 bush cords in a winter. I think this winter was a little bit more than that because it's still cold. We had a fire this morning. What's today? May 12th? Can't see Willow. I'm talking to Willow. May 12th? She's not even looking at me. So y'all let me know what you think of our firewood situation here and of this wood that I've been chopping into. And yeah, I'm gonna get a splitter, probably an electric splitter. I think I'm just gonna go with a 9-ton electric splitter at Canadian Tire. I mean, whatever. You can get the smaller ones, like the 4-ton or 5-ton. They're not going to split as big a wood, but they're faster, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Do I think the smaller one would do? It's faster, or should I go with the bigger one? But after doing all this chopping, I think I got to go with the bigger one now. The difference is something like 13 seconds to split a piece of wood as opposed to 9 seconds. That's the length of time that takes for the wedge to travel along the track and back, or something like that. Or maybe 13 seconds is one way and it's 26-second round trip. I don't know. Anyway, let's do this. Boy. This is the wood I brought up last video. I think I was saying I'm going to fill up this area with nice dry wood. I'll start with this next winter. If I don't use it all this spring. Crazy. I've been looking into log splitters. I really want to get an electric one, so I don't have to spend the next month doing this. Holy Hannah. Yeah, I really want an electric one. I think that would fit just really well here. Knots in the sky. Mixed reviews on the electric ones. You get like a 9-ton or a 10-ton. Pretty powerful. They seem to do what you need it to do. They're just slow. Oh. Boy. I should have started with a smaller one. Oh. Come on. It doesn't seem that gnarly. Good thing I'm not doing this for video, hey? Try a different one. What I meant to say is, good thing I'm not recording this for the video. Come on! That wood splitter's getting better and better looking all the time. This is a weird one. There's a big knot right here, and another knot here. And the wood is actually cracking in a circle. Bizarre. Hit the same spot twice. Oh. There we go. And weird. And this part is... Well, that looks really wet. What does that mean when it's so dark like that? Does that just mean it's wet, or what? I'm gonna take a piece in. We got a fire going right now, so I'm gonna take a piece in and see how well it burns. Yeah, so I just tried that bit of wood in the wood stove, and that didn't burn worth a damn. So it's interesting though. I don't know if you can see this. It's the center area is really dark. Does that mean the outside is nice and burnable? I wonder if I can take a piece off of that and see. Not with a wimpy chop like that. Wow. The whole center just came out. Weird. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, well, there's a piece. Let's try that. Well, here we are. There's the new piece. Burning. Okay. The old piece is also burning a little bit, but yeah. So interesting. I don't know why the core would be so wet like that. Almost looks like a separate log within a log. But the outside is fine for burning, but it's not like I'm going to sit here and like open up every log and try to get the center out just so I can get the good stuff here. Am I? I mean, that one was weird. It wasn't really heavy. I guess that's one way to tell. That's also really heavy. Alright, enough of this, Russell. Jesus. Let's get on with it. What do you say? You getting wet? Yeah, it's a good jollies. It's a good jollies. Okay, so here's the firewood that has that rotten bit going through it. I'm gonna split one of these open and just see. I mean, gosh, it's got to be dry. I'll take a look. Oh, there you are. The smallest one. I took the shortest one, but the widest one. But if it's dry, it'll split, right? Did the camera move? It seems to be a little off. You son of a... Oh. Oh. That's part of that rotten spot. Yeah, that rotten spot. Now, if I took a swing at that, that might come right out. I need to open it up. Yeah, that one looks, gosh, it's really hard to tell. Like, it's not soft there. Like, if it was rotten there, it'd be, you could dig your fingernail into it. That's how it looks on the inside. It's hard to tell if it's wet because it's cold. This part definitely feels wet. It's the rotten side. This side, I don't know. Look at that. Just as dark as that other piece that I took up there. I was hoping this stuff would be really dry, but now that feels wet right there. That actually feels wet. So I guess I won't be adding anything to that pile. I don't have anything else that's really dry. Gosh, I was sure that would do it. Hey, wanna go in? Wanna go and be with Mommy? Alright, we go and be with Mommy, right? Alright, little girl, come on. Come on. Yeah, did you find Mommy? Yeah? This poplar is misgiving. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on in this in poplar. I know it looks like rot, but it's not. And you can split open a piece of poplar, and it can be nice and white like this, but it's still wet and it won't burn worth a damn. Poplar never burns that well anyway, in my opinion. In fact, here's one that I actually cut open. So it does have a... This looks wet. In fact, that's rotten right there, which is fine, and that'll fall right out when I cut it open. This piece here, nice and white. It feels dry, but it's not. In fact, let's take that in and put that in the wood stove. So I cut this a bit smaller. I'm gonna just stick it down here for a couple of minutes, like so, and we'll come back. So, not burning at all. Yeah, come on. Even this guy burned a little bit. This is the piece of maple. It's burning fine. Now you hear it. Which one is doing that? Is it this way? Yep, I just listened to it. That's the moisture boiling out of it. Hey, look, Russell's standing in the same spot, and the sun is the same spot in the sky, and everything looks exactly the same as the earlier bit. Yeah, I recreated that shot exactly. It's YouTube creator secrets, YouTube guys secrets, how I did that. Anyway, I'm going to show you all the firewood that I have around the cabin here, that I brought up to the cabin, that's sitting around the cabin, that's out in the bush. And y'all tell me how many bush cords you think that is. I figure we used probably around 3 bush cords in a winter, probably a little more than that last year, because we had a fire today, and it's what, May 12th or something? Like, come on. Come on, spring. So yeah, so you all can let me know how many bush cords you think we have here. And let me start with the piles that we have over there. I'm going to hand it over to Russell. Here you go. This pile, this pile, this pile, Thank you, Russell. And now we're going to pass it to Russell showing us the little piles we have here, little bits here. These two, and this guy, and those three, and these ones, and these two here, and this guy here. These few. Thanks again, Russell. You're doing a wonderful job there. Now, if I can get you to go over here, we're going to talk about the trees that we cut down just by the... We're still by the cabin here. And I cut down those trees because they were blocking the garden, mostly. So they had to go. There were huge shade in there. I love shade, but we're trying to get a garden going right here. Anyway, back to you, Russell. I have some small ones. Tree number 1, tree number 2, tree number 3, tree number 4, which is these 4 stumps right here. Much bigger one, tree number 5. Whoa! Tree number 6, not that big. Tree number 7. Tree number 8. And finally, there's the stuff that's still out in the bush. Some of it's cut up into smaller rounds, some of it's not. It's still in long pieces, and a couple of the trees aren't cut up at all. They're just on the ground. So we're going to take it back to Russell out in the field. Take it away, Russell. Tree number 10. And tree number 11. Tree number 11. Wait, that was 11. 12. Tree number 13. That's a lucky number, isn't it? I think that's it. And now, back to you, Russell. Thank you, Russell, for that exhaustive report. So there you go, guys. That's what we have out in the field and around the cabin. Let me know how many bush cords you think that is. I'm gonna guess and say it's close to 6 bush cords. I don't know. We won't know until it's all chopped up and piled up. And I'm pretty sure that my firewood shelter... Actually, let's take a look at that. We're gonna take it back to Russell here. Thank you, Russell. So here's our firewood shelter. This firewood shelter was only supposed to be up a year. This summer I was supposed to get working on my workshop. Doesn't look like that's going to happen for a couple of reasons. One is the COVID thing. The other is I don't think I have the money for it this year. So this firewood shelter has to last another year, and I don't see why it can't. It's built really sturdy because it was built by some guy named Russell. Anyway, you can tell that this side is empty. Cleared it out last winter, and that side is, well, you can see how much is left there. I keep digging into it. We keep having fires every day, so it's going to be a little bit smaller. My guess is maybe there's a bush cord there. Maybe. That side, by the way, these sides aren't equal. I didn't measure this out. I just kind of stuck the wood up wherever. So that side is a little bit smaller than that side, but I will start filling up this side next before I get to that side. And that's our current firewood situation here. Back to you, Russell. Thank you, Russell. And that'll be it for this video. We're having some June bug effect here. To finish, you smell like... You smell... Hold on. Yep, you taste like dead fish too. Very nice. I don't know what it is. They go strolling through the puddles and the swamps here, and they smell like dead fish. And they taste like dead fish. I can confirm. Anyway, thanks for following me along, guys, at our adventures here at Raspberry Rock. Hope you can continue to follow along by hitting the subscribe button. Maybe leaving a like and a comment. Again, let us know. I'm pausing as this big burst of wind comes by because twice in the last few weeks the camera's blown off the deck, and I don't know how it hasn't like crashed into a million bits because there's nothing but rock around here. But it's still working. Somewhat to my dismay because I want to upgrade cameras, but anyway. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next video. Won't we? Dead fish. Dead fish. Peace out! How you doing, Will?